And yes, I am still in my school uniform. I was not bothered to go get changed, and I'm going to Horseland soon. So I was like, better not. But it's okay. Look, my jumper that I'm wearing over it doesn't have a logo, so you can't stalk me and find out what school I go to. Yeah. Hi guys, it's Talisha, and today I am doing the long-awaited Q&A because you guys always love my Q&As. This time, unfortunately, I'm not doing anything. I'm just too tired and not bothered to actually do something while I do my Q&A. Because if you don't know, I normally do a Q&A while I'm like cooking or something like that, so I'm not just sitting in the front of the camera answering questions. But you know what? That's what today is going to be. I'm going to be mainstream and do nothing while I answer my questions. So these questions are all taken from Instagram, and every once in a while I will post one of these. I will post one of these asking for questions, and so I can make one of these videos. So if you want to get your question up on the video, make sure you are following my Instagram, which is equine.beauty with 2 Y's, and that way you will be sure to know when I'm doing a new Q&A. I'm sorry that if I couldn't answer all of your questions. I literally got hundreds of questions and I had to narrow it down to like, what, 10, 15? So I'm just gonna try and find ones I like to answer. So the first one is, what would you like to do as a job? I would honestly love to be a horse trainer or something to do in that area, or working in the racing industry, not as an actual jockey, but like just in the industry, because I already work in the industry every Sunday and I love it. I love working with race horses. I find it so enjoyable. So either that or like a horse trainer or a race horse trainer or something like that. The next question is, what is your goals with Super? Now, I would love to compete on Super and do shows or events on Super, preferably jumping and, well, kind of all three, like jumping, dressage and cross country is what I would really love to do with him. We're doing a lot of jumping lately and he's going really, really well. He's picking up really fast. I'm so happy with how he's going. One thing that Super does that is annoying. I think the one thing, it's not even that annoying, but it can get annoying. I think it's quite cute, but at times it gets too much and it's like, Super, can you stop? But what Super does is, when I'm walking up the paddock and I'll have him, normally with Super, I don't have to, like when I'm walking up the paddock, I don't always have the lead rope on him, or if I do, I just throw it over his neck and he'll be next to me, so if I need it, I can quickly grab him. But like, he'll just kind of walk up next to me and I'll have the lead rope around his neck, because he'll just follow me up and it's fine. But sometimes he decides, oh okay, I'm just gonna follow you, and he walks like right behind me. And Super, his sweet spot is scratches on the head. Like some horses like their butt scratches, Super likes his head scratches. So he'll go up, he'll follow me for a while, and then I always know it's coming because he'll get close. And I don't like if a horse gets really close to me, especially when there's other horses in the paddock, in case a horse can take off and, you know, run into you. I don't like horses walking behind me. I've never liked it. That's when I would grab his lead rope and pull him next to me, or just, you know, hold the lead rope. And I do that quite a lot if he walks behind me, because it can just end so badly. But yeah, so that can get quite annoying, just because, and also when he with his head scratches, if you like, I'll scratch his head for a while, it'll be great, but then I'll stop, it'll come back for more, and he'll start rubbing his head on me, and it just gets really annoying, because if you start scratching his head, you just can't stop. He won't let you. Favorite thing to do with your horses other than riding? I just like chilling with them in the paddock while they're grazing, or sitting on their backs just while they're grazing in the paddock. I honestly love doing that so much. Or you don't even like, I just lie on them while they're eating, or just sit next to them while they're eating. Just little things like that. I love it. Why did you decide to start training Super, and are you planning to teach him some more tricks? I decided to start training Super because I had been training Slinky for a while, and he has gotten to the stage now where I'm happy with where he is. He doesn't need any extra, you know, retraining or anything. So I was thinking, Super's just such a nice horse, and he was always a really, really genuine horse, and you could see he had a lot of potential, and I've heard good things and bad things about him, and that I decided that, and because he was younger, I was never going to show on Slinky, because I didn't really want to show on a 21-year-old horse. So because Super's younger and he's 12 years old, if you don't know, he'd be better suited for what I wanted to do. And the reason I didn't start training him first was because Super was a more experienced horse, and I wanted to start off with a horse like Slinky, who actually I found Slinky harder to deal with, believe it or not. But I thought at the time Slinky would be a easier horse to retrain and ride and do all that kind of stuff with, and I'd move on. I was always planning on moving on to Super when I felt I was ready, and when Slinky was ready to, you know, have a little break kind of thing, because because I haven't obviously been riding him as much lately. I still ride him. I always get this question. I will try to do a vlog with him soon, but most of the time when I'm riding him I don't vlog because it's normally right after school or something, and so I just don't vlog after school anymore. But yeah, just because Super, I was told, and you know, the way I was told and the things that Super had done kind of thing, that he would be a harder horse to train and ride and everything. But actually I found him a lot more, he was easier than Slinky, because Slinky's aim at the start was pretty much just buck until he gets you off, where Super doesn't purposely try and get me off. So I like that. Why do you love me so much? Because Emma, you are just a great human being, and you know, our Uvu chats are fabulous, with Amber of course, and and Bruce is gorgeous, and I want him to be my cat. So, and you're awesome, and so is Prince, and you're gorgeous, and I love you all. Do you plan to show Super or Slinky? I plan to show Super, which I will be doing soon, hopefully. Maybe in about 2 months or so, I'll go to my first show with Super. But yes, I'm definitely planning on showing him this year, but not Slinky. I don't want to show him because he's 21. Is Super going the way you wanted? He is going better than I wanted. I was not expecting it to go so well, and for him to be able to be such a quick learner, and he's just going so well. He's just such a nice horse, and with his jumping, he's going really well at the moment. I'm so proud of him. What is your favorite quote? Okay, I have this written down, and honestly, I love this quote so much. It's somewhere behind the rider you've become, the hours of practice you've put in, the money you've spent, the tears, the blisters, the sweat, and the miles you've hauled, is the one kid who fell in love with horses and never looked back. I just love that so much, made my day. How long have you been making videos on YouTube? 2 years? 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. What is your favorite gait? Walk, trot, canter, or gallop? Gallop by far. Gallop and canter probably, but I love galloping. And the last question is, how is Super going with his separation anxiety with Slinky? With Super, by the time I started training him, he was pretty much over his anxiety. Not completely, of course, but having that I had worked with Slinky and I had taken Slinky slowly away from Super, that pretty much helped Super in the same way, because he was also being away from Slinky. So it was helping the both of them, which is probably another reason why Super was easier to deal with than Slinky, because he wasn't suffering from it as much anymore. But he still had his little moments, like where he didn't want to go too far away from Slinky, but he was fine after a bit. Like, as I said, doing it with Slinky pretty much helped him and got him over it. So it was kind of doing both of them at once, which is pretty great. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow for my vlog. Bye! Victory lap!